she says she's not joining in, she's not feeling it, and I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, not being funny, but this isn't like daycare. I'm like, are you joking? This isn't daycare. My daughter got sent home from nursery again earlier. It's the third day in a row now. Because Wednesday she had a temperature. Then Thursday I took her back again because she was fine before the drop-off, but then they said she had a temperature. We had to come pick her up, and she was fine like immediately after. Like, we gave her some Calpol. She's dancing around. I was like, well, she's obviously fine, so I'll just take her back again. Thursday I take her back again, and they turn her away at the door. They're like, sorry, no, she can't come back today. Like, she's got to be out for like 48 hours. Like, that is the policy, because if she's still unwell, like, she could give it to other kids. I'm like, I mean, she's fine. She's fine. I promise you, she's perfectly fine. But, you know, a very brief exchange at the door. They're like, I'm sorry, we should have told you yesterday when your partner picked her up, but she has to be out for 48 hours. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, whatever. Like, it's disruptive, but it's okay. It's only one day. It's a one-off. Okay, fine. Today, I drop her off. And an hour later... An hour later, they phoned me up and they're like, yeah, you got to come and pick her up again. I'm afraid she's not very well. And this time I'm fucked off, okay? This time I'm upset. I'm cross. Because I'm like, she was fine like an hour after you sent her home on Wednesday. Perfectly fine. And she was fine yesterday. Like the whole day. You sent her home. I was fine to play with that. I was like, okay, if that's the rules, it's a one-off. It's okay. It's a little bit frustrating. It's disruptive, but it's okay. It's just once off. But today as well, really? You're sending her home today. This is the third day. I know there's nothing wrong with her. The whole morning she's been messing around with her brother. I'm like, you feel okay? Okay, do you want to go for a wee? Yeah, all right. Let's get in the car. She's perfectly fine. And within an hour, you're telling me, oh, she's so unwell again. I'm like, really, though? She's like, well, you know, I'm sorry. The thing is, like, there's just so much illness going around at the moment. We just can't have sick children coming back and spreading it around. I'm like, yeah, no, I understand that. But here's the thing. She's not fucking sick. So I don't know what you want me to do here. And they're like, yeah, I know. But she said, well, I mean, the thing is, she's been so quiet since you've dropped her off. And she says that she's got a sore mouth. I'm like, no, she's got chapped lips. Because it's fucking freezing. I've got chapped lips. Should I stay home too? Like, is it safe for me to re-enter your premises with my chapped lips? With my hugely infectious, hazmat fucking sealed off chapped lips? And they're like, no, she's definitely not. She's definitely not feeling it though. That's the thing. Is she's just quiet and she's not really joining in. And we're trying to do story time. And I'm like, so who fucking cares? I don't care. I don't give a shit if she's not joining in with story time. Like, it's because I'll tell you why she's not joining in. Because she's got a brain, and those fucking stories suck. Like, we're supposed to take her to the doctors and get her diagnosed for accurately assessing the entertainment value of the tiger who came to tea. Fuck off. They're like, hey, there's something wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with her. She has just accurately assessed the quality of the stories here. Accurately assessed the entertainment value that you're offering her. I would say she's functioning perfectly. And then this is my favorite bit, right? This is my favorite bit of the call. She says she's not joining in. She's not feeling it. And I'm being a little bit obstructive. I'm being a little bit, a bit cunty, maybe, but like pushing back a bit. And she says she's not joining in. She's not feeling it. And I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, not being funny, but this isn't like daycare. I'm like, are you fucking joking? This isn't daycare. Yeah, I still can't believe it. You're a fucking nursery. This isn't daycare. That's exactly what it is. It's literally what it is. I'm paying you hundreds of pounds every single month specifically to look after my kid and you're getting me to come back, pick her back up on the basis that you're not the daycare that I'm paying you to be. And then she says she's got a temperature. So I say, fuck it, okay, fine. I'll take her home. But I guarantee you, within a fucking hour, she will be dancing around, bouncing off the walls. Guaranteed. And you know what? She fucking was. Within like half an hour, I got her in the door. I was being like nice. I was like, are you not feeling well then, little one? Okay, come on then. Sit down. You have a little rest on the sofa. Within 30 minutes, she was dancing around to Frozen, asking where her brother was. Come and play with me, Dad. I'm like, I've got fucking work to do. Your brother's at school. Lay down. You're supposed to be at nursery. You either go to nursery because you're fine or you lay down here and pretend to be sick. But either way, just fucking let me crack on. Like she literally, all this comes down to, she literally just did not want to be there. That is all it comes down to. She couldn't be asked for the stories. Maybe she had a tiny temperature. Maybe. I don't know. You know, like a human body temperature is like, what is it? It's 37, I think. And maybe she was like 38, like for a bit. Maybe that's what it was. She had a tiny little temperature for like half an hour. But they're calling me away from work. They're ruining my missus' birthday. It's her birthday today. We had plans to go out for lunch and all that. Yeah, and then it's the whole like, this isn't daycare. I'm like, do you know what you should do? You should make that your fucking tagline. I think that would be like, fuck your fucking website. You'll give your child the best start. Like it should say, here's what it should say. It should say, Jamieson's Nurseries. This isn't fucking daycare. I think you should clarify that. I think it should say it right there on your website as the little tagline, the little subheading. Because otherwise, in the absence of having that there, I think parents might get confused. And like, here's the thing, man, is it's such a contrast to my son's school. Like, that's what's fucking weird about it, is like, it's so different to what we get from how my son's school behaves. Like the school, right? He could catch a cough, right? This happens, you know, most kids catch coughs, right? Happens reasonably often. He could catch a cough and he could cough all night and keep himself sort of awake. He wouldn't be able to sleep properly. Then he'd wake up like kind of in the morning and he'd just be completely fucking exhausted. And I will keep him home when he's like that because frankly, he's no good to anybody when he's like that, when he's on 2 hours sleep and he's still coughing his guts up. So I keep him home when he has a cough. Now, you guys will know that a cough can last anywhere in terms of like the tickly, like back of the throat thing that you just can't help yourself from coughing every like couple of minutes. That can last like fucking, 3 days, 4 days of like minimal sleep. So let's say that happens 2 days in a row, only 2 with my son. And I keep him home. Then the school phone us up. And they're like pestering us to give them like doctor's notes, like a GP's note for a cough. Like it's like they don't believe us, like it's truanting or some shit. Like it's so over the top. They even phoned me up. They were like, yeah, actually what we say now is that even if you think it's COVID, even if they get the yes on the COVID test, like it is COVID, we say send them in. And then, if they're too ill to work, then we phone you up and we get you to come and collect them. But it's, you got to send them in. It's so important. So I got the school over here on one hand going like, just send them in. Even if they've got this deadly influenza thing, like just let us take care of them. And then on the flip side, I've got the nursery and the first sign of a sniffle. They're on the blower. They're like, oh, man, she's not in a good way at all. I mean, this could be contagious. I mean, look at her chapped lips. Hey, she's got a temperature of 0.02 degrees. Get her to the health centre, stat. Call the fucking paramedics, aid. Like, are you serious? Like, how are you people going to handle an actual fucking emergency? How does that go down? In a nursery like this, how do you handle an actual fucking emergency? It's a good job that it's nursery and you're not nurses. Because if you people actually saw some shit, I think you'd have a fucking heart attack.
Just another video with Adrian Thompson screaming out his storm because no radio wants it on TV stations calling from. Stay to the Johnson and